represents, about a mile worth of ocean. All right. So when you're looking, you can see the difference and how each of these ships looks like it's higher and higher up on the water level. Now that's on flat water, no waves at all. Now let's look at this same animation. I created some waves no higher than the height of the camera. In fact, a few times you'll see the camera go right through the waves, but the wave height was about as high as the camera, which was just a little bit above the water. Okay, so let's look at the same exact animation, this time with some waves. Okay, there's wave, 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 wave. Okay, over the distance here, the cumulative effect of the waves obscures the hull of ships. That's just what happens with the perspective. As the ships get higher and higher up on the horizon, as you get further and further away, and you have the compounding of the waves over that distance, it's really easy to see how you end up with the illusion of ships rolling over the ball when it has nothing to do with that at all. This is a flat plane. Here's the two pictures side by side, with flat water with no waves and then with waves. In both cases, the more distant ships rise up on the horizon, but in the picture on the right, you have the waves obscuring the hull, and over the distance it accumulates, so you lose more and more of it. And if you don't believe me, just take a trip out to sea. I did recently with my family do just that, and I put the camera right at the edge of the ship, so roughly 2 to 3 feet off the water at the most, and we're barely a mile away from the shore here. And just look at these waves. Look what's happening here. Okay, these are 3 to 6 foot high waves, and this is what they consider calm seas. Oop, I just lost the building. Wow, the entire building was obscured by the curvature. No, by waves. Okay, and look at this. Uh-oh, I lost the mountains now due to the curvature. No, due to 3 to 6 foot waves. Now, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to realize if you just zoom out, to looking out to sea, if you're looking out to sea at, let's say 5, 10, 15, 20 miles, that the cumulative effect of all of those waves, and they get higher the further out you go, these are calm seas, 3 to 6 foot waves a mile off of shore. Okay, but as you go further and further out to sea, the waves are going to get bigger and bigger and bigger, and your perspective is going to kind of squish them all together till it makes a nice straight line across the horizon, and guess what? It's going to obscure anything behind it. That's how perspective works. And again, if you don't believe me, just take a trip out to sea and just sit there in the waves and watch how much the waves will obscure whatever it is you're trying to look at.